kid, my clothes drip. Cause my mother had to wash my school fit and line dry them every night. Cause they the only ones I owned that it fit. So in the morning, pull the uniform from the rope and clip. Throw them on, even know they was wet. Hope the other kids ain't noticed the drip. Come on. That's why my bed be no soda mixed in.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports. Broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Well, and when you've already gotten that first win, it makes you feel like you're on the attack going into the second meeting.
And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
5 to shoot. Jokic with the bucket.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Now, here's Maxey. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Here's Wade. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Bangs home the trifecta. Jokic has got 5.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. On defense, the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He has 6.
Too much. Rudy Gobert can take a lot of contact down low.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Stolen by Wade. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Brown wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Maxey attacking. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Wade feeling it out a bit. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Dan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Pass to Wade. Stolen by McDaniels. And they're moving it up. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side Maxey. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
Back to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's one of the things they like to do with Brown. Work him off ball.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Teardrop shot. Outside, George. He takes it in. Yep, it counts.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Jokic with it. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top, up 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
Outside Conley. To the middle. Here's Bona. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Down low. Pass to Bona. Gordon inside. Outside Hardaway. Gordon a screen. Got a hand on it. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back over to you, Kevin.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allen.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Fires top of the key. No good from Valanciunas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
Johnson the screen. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Brown. Shot clock at 6. Back to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
Here's Conley. No scoring in this one. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 6. Julius Randle with the rebound. Conley surveying the D. And Randle throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randle just powers it down.
You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised. He keeps his team organized. And he's a great mentor to the young players.
Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Outside Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Substitution on the court. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jokic. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 6 points.
Since getting drafted, we've seen Brown really raise his percentages from deep. That's key for this offense. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half.
Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. There's the pick. Inside is Jokic territory.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Nuggets trail by 3. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Maxey. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now, here's Maxey over Wade, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hand.
A nice shot by Brown.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Minnesota leading by 6. Now the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Brown, and Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Jokic on top. 9 points in the game so far. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Right side George. And stolen by Watson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Banked in off the glass.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
The open shot. Maxey. Money from the wing. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Thompson in the corner. A 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Denver with the ball. They trail by 3, and Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Brown with it. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gordon missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
With some arc. Oh, Dwayne Wade doing damage inside.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Teams changing it up here. Now Conley. Still without a basket. To stop the drought. They get it again. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Wade. Into the lane. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To Randall. Outside Conley. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Another great decision in the career of Mike Conley. As good as it gets moving the ball.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Wade. Out to the wing. Back to Jokic. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And we get some fireworks there to finish the quarter. That 3 ties it up as we go down the home stretch.
Tie game in Minnesota. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Gobert misses from short range. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect. And the awareness on display there. Wade has a great understanding of when to be in attack mode and when to facilitate.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Denver.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Outside, George. Gobert, the screen. To the middle. Shot to stop the run. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. And here's Jokic. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Launches a three. Rebound, Minnesota.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Maxey looking it over. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Maxey did the three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his third foul of the game. Now, here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. Here is Gordon. Beyond the arc. The three goes down.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Wade with it. Shot clock at 6. Holy cow! What a bailout!
And you gotta like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
The putback. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 10. .116 left in the fourth quarter. Now Brown. Jokic fired. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nuggets.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
So it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Certified 35 mil. Big body black truck with the wide grill. So black, low jack if they try still. Get money, money, make money, money, money. See, grinning but ain't nothing funny. This what I earn, can't take nothing from me. To whom it may concern, girl, break from the dummy. He ain't bringing nothing to the table but his hunger. Remind me of when I was 30 years younger. Well-seasoned veteran, long hot summer. Chick on my arm, she a strong block stunner. Top aiming for the stars. If you choose, save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Let's go. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Back when I was young and too brave, knew my arm was too short to box with guy, but through phase. Had to strategize, now I beat the block a few ways. Throw a punchline, 10, 5 weeds. Up in the right hook, that's they can't evade. JD can punch me in from right here. Type of hit you can't stage. Punch me in again. Go left, I'm Southpaw train. Same in my corner, same in the ring. Autograph my birth certificate. Told the doc submitted, that's life. Know the coast with it, going coast to coast with it, and we coasting. Most wanted on the mic. It's the immigrant, black and from the villages, I envisioned this from de la costa pacífica. Soy el general, certificado desde el día que he llegado. Yeah, certified stunner. Certified stunner. Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Dustmen and fuss, one shame, shoot get scuffed. They act tough, trust none regardless. We are duck. Slither in the cup, grin them up, snakes hidden in my garden. I see a fraud theme, crowns on a boss king. Falls of the offspring, still chasing lost dreams. Whoa, let me console you, I come on you. Transforming sheep into buffalo.
Hello again. And thank you for joining us here at 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.
And after dropping the last one against this team, they're looking for payback. They certainly don't want to get swept.
No, you never want to lose both games of a season series. They should have plenty of motivation to win this one tonight.
And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Raptors. And it's Maxey missing. Pass to Murray Boyles. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. For three, Barrett. First shot won't go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Garnett. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Toronto shooting their first free throw in this game. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
George, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. Kicks it to Quickly. Back to Barrett. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Garnett. Now White. Maxey covering. And he banks in the layup.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Picked by Gobert. Maxey attacking. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. They're leading by 8. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside Barrett. Here's Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Raptors.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Pounding the offensive glass. That's where Gobert gets a lot of his extra chances.
On the wing quickly. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's DiVincenzo. 1:11 left in the opening quarter. He gets it in there.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Garnett. Banked it in off the glass. Garnett's got 8 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Corner. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Conley. Rebound, Toronto. Quickly with the ball. Outside Barrett. Pass to White. Here's Garnett. No good that time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're key to If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
So it's Toronto now. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Toronto provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's so important for a team to stay healthy down the stretch, so this is not when he wants to be dealing with this. The good news, he is cleared to play through it. Back over to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. This injury certainly looks like it could be serious.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. RJ Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. 4 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Raptors lead by 13. No good. And the Timberwolves with possession. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too. Well, right there, DiVincenzo feels out the defense and scores it himself.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Walter. To the paint. Lets the three fly. And the Raptors, another three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here is Maxey. Yet to see a basket. Outside McDaniels. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it to George. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. Shot clock violation. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the inside. Back to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the pick. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Maxey. The three from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
1:49 left in the first half of this one. Now here's Quickly. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Maxey surveying the D. Thompson outside. Down low. It's stolen by Pirtle. Deflects the pass. Thompson with a steal. Outside McDaniels. No good on the three.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Garnett.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And that one's good. Quickly's gotten 4 this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easiest shots I've seen tonight.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George, no good. Toronto leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Maxey. The layup off target. Toronto leading by 18. Here's Mamukelashvili. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Maxey taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level? And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Maxey. Pass to George. Now McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. And here is Maxey. Guarded by Quickly. And it's Maxey missing.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
McDaniels from long range. Toronto leading by 17. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys?
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Inside. Gobert. Gobert with the follow.
Yeah, Gobert showcasing that athleticism.
It's Quickly with a drive. Pass to Garnett. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Garnett.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for out-of-guard guys is a valuable commodity.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Toronto making a switch here. That free throw's good from Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Hurdle in the post. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Timberwolves trail by 12. Randall deciding where to go with it. Hurdle grabs a miss. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And it's Battle missing. And Minnesota has possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 4. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Puts up a deep three. Hurdle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 10. Left side White. Pass to Walter. To the inside. Hurdle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Here's Shannon. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. 8 seconds left in the third. Here's Walter. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great team defense on Paul George. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 9. George outside. Pulls up. Rebound by the Raptors. They led by as many as 18.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Shot is good by Barrett.
I like how selective Barrett is with taking threes. It's a big reason why he shoots a good percentage.
And here's Thompson for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 12. Back to Quickly. Driving to the basket. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Tipped. Barrett with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's an opportunistic scorer in the open floor. Barrett makes sure to take advantage of these chances whenever he can.
And they're on the run. Toronto passing it around. Here's Garnett. The putback. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside McDaniels. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
To the middle. Pass to White. Here's Mamukelashvili. George defending. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Maxey fires. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. George, right side. Now Thompson. Clock at 6. Now it's Maxey. He launches.
Well, Derek White is a very sticky defender. Once he gets on you, it's difficult to get any breathing.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be his second foul of the game. Maxey with it. Shoots it. Oh, he missed the jumper.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Garnett, that's good.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Up top, George. Here's Gobert. Missed inside. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Mamukelashvili. Misses the three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Raptors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Quickly. And another basket for Toronto.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Maxey. Got it from about 16 feet. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 17-5 run. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 points. That one goes.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge. especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Back to George. Jacks up a three. No good on the shot. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.